we've all stated the various issues that this sector is facing, and I guess it can be just rolled up into relevance. Do our children see us as relevant still? Why are they going to business? Why are they going to the softer sciences per se of humanities? And I appreciate Sir Francis's point on that, whether it's hard science, soft science, it doesn't matter, it's all part of human life. But I guess it's both a supply and demand sector problem in which the concept of relevance is still not being put very clearly by all parties involved, by the scientists themselves, by the people in the private sector. Our own parents have not placed that relevant issue out there. We can go on and on with that one, and I guess one thing that I would like to see specifically for the Science and Technology Bill, in terms of priority, for example, is coming from the private sector, the ability to actually kill off projects that are no longer relevant but yet are still being funded. This money can actually be put into projects that can actually really be more sustainable, not just in terms of application, but even in terms of the proliferation of further knowledge. So we have encountered various projects done by many scientists that started off very wonderfully in terms of the idea, but in terms of the relevance to society now, the problems that are being faced, they are no longer that significant, and yet it's been 20 years and they're still there. They're still being funded. So where is the clear mandate of priority from the government and even from the private sector there? There still needs to be further conversations done, and the people in Hybridigm are happy to help out when it comes to these discussions.
Okay.
Probably to already add to what Ari said, so we do a lot of conversations with a lot of scientists and a lot of investors. So probably a pain point that I've been seeing in my talks with the local scientists is that there's a lot of redundancy in terms of there are a lot of research institutes trying to do the same thing without their efforts being collaborative, and that's why they all end up with consuming so many resources, but still all in page 1 or page 2 of the efforts. So what they find ideal is if we look at Singapore as a model, for example, you have different institutions that are experts and are excellent in a certain field, and they concert all of their efforts. A lot of this is a result of probably, I think, Angie and Faye were specifying the need for better internet communication. Yes, that's one thing. One thing to have good internet communication, it's another to have our resources also available online so that we can see what other scientists are doing, what other Filipinos are interested in doing. At the same time, we can have sort of a patron or like an ideal to reach. If I say, I take my degree in chemistry, I see, oh, this is the person I need to follow, this is the track I want to pursue, because it's available for me to see online. Otherwise, it's really hard for me to see myself trying to get my making the most out of my 4 or 5 years in college and say, what do I want to be and what do I want to do?
Just one more. And I guess I can understand the scientists' reservation in terms of releasing information is because are you guys going to be protected from releasing your information for your researches? What does the Science and Technology Bill have in terms of protecting your ideas, your intellectual property? Maybe that's something that should be clearly discussed in terms of the kinds of security measures that can be allowed so that the scientists and the inventors are also given the level of comfort to be able to actually put it out in the open for everybody to see. So, I mean, it's one of those issues that we go back and forth with a lot of the scientists.